Kelly off half-back. 8th year at the Adelaide Crows. Tex applies a bit of body.
And 50 into the wind is always handy, so Bailey Williams, who's been a terrific player, good find for the Dogs.
Yeah, he's had a good first quarter as well. He's been their best player in this first quarter. The courage to come off his direct opponent consistently.
They come now, and then he just sets it up, and it'll land right in the goal square. Hugo Hagen! Get excited, Dogs fan. The young man in front of the pack, and he's displayed good hands a couple of times already today.
Well, I was just looking in the goal square, Jono. Tim English had pushed down. So you had English, you had Bruce, Norton, and this bloke is as tall as any of them, but they elected to neglect him.
Snaps it truly. The Dogs get their third. Hugo Hagen with his first.
To Melbourne tomorrow. We'll keep you updated with that. The Crows head up towards the eastern side. Walker, too late to the contest, bowled over Bailey Williams, who stood his ground, took the mark, and will receive 50 as well. Bailey Williams, the backman for the Western Bulldogs, will be marched to the arc at least. Walker just too late to the contest. And kicks from the arc on the right. It's heading towards goal. Doesn't have enough distance, but it sits well for Hugo Hagen. Takes a great mark in front of the pack, and Jamarra can go back from about 10 out, tight angle to the right, to kick his first.
He just looks smooth, doesn't he, too? He's got the height of 197. Swing on the left.
Comes around, puts it through. Jamarra Hugo Hagen has 5 goals at AFL level now.
So now to the outer side, blustery conditions, Ballarat Oval. Oh, Williams went back with a fly, got crunched by Tex, still took the mark though, and it's going to be a 50 down the ground. Shacky's not happy with it, getting in the face, right up in the grill of Tex, letting him know that he might have pulled up, but it's going to be a 50, and this will bring Bailey Williams right down within striking range.
Get right, but I can see his frustration.
Bailey Williams, deliberate, direct shot at goals, not going to make the distance, but Jamarra Hagen takes a strong mark, unopposed in the goal square. That ball dropped short, and he read it the best.
That was always going to drop short into the breeze, and that's unforgivable, that, as a defender. As we see on the Harvey Norman replay, it looked like Murray was on him at the time, but as he plays on and kicks the goal for the Bulldogs, but you just can't do that as a defender. You know the ball's going to drop short. Play in front.
The Crows, who will look to pilot a course down the outer wing. High ball, Walker cannoned in to Williams when he had no realistic play at the ball. He'll concede a 50-metre penalty. He's a fraction lucky that didn't end up worse.
Tex is arguing the point, but it was very late, wasn't it? And he didn't really look like he had a play on the ball. He's really defending himself and putting his arm up, which I think looks on the tape definitely is a 50-metre penalty.
The 50-metre penalty, Bailey Williams from 48 out. He's given it his best possible ride, and Jamarra with the fly near the top of the square. Hugo Hagen takes the mark, and he can go back close in and bring the Dogs within a point.
We just love watching this guy grow in front of us. You know, it's taken a while for him to get into the team, but, geez, he's a good player.
Hugo Hagen opens up the angle and screws it through for a goal. So the Dogs chip away at the Crows against the breeze in the opening term.
The Western Bulldogs front half turnover is just really unnecessary by Tex Walker, though, just getting in the back there and causing a 50-metre penalty, which put the pressure on the Crows' defence. So it's really sloppy by Tex. You know, he didn't think he did anything wrong, but just have to come in with a bit better technique than that. Great finish by Jamarra. Great. You can't give him a run at the ball, I reckon, with Jamarra. It's the one thing I think if you're the Adelaide Crows, you want to stop is that athletic ability and gets an unimpeded run.
Mates, your pals, your buddies, whatever you want to call them. I'm alive, I'm up and about, don't worry about that. Ball to the other side. Big hit by Taylor Walker. And they come in from all angles. It's a 50-metre penalty. He didn't have to do that. He's a bit frustrated, Tex.
Yeah.
Has he touched the Haggett yet?
No, he hasn't. He's just had the one sort of bit of play in the ruck contest that half set up a goal. But that one there, when you cannon into someone's back with like a bump and you don't put your hands up to try and mark it, you just... Fortunately, the player jumped straight back up again. Like if you do some damage there, Williams it is, yeah. If you do any damage, you're in all sorts of trouble. But in the end, didn't really collect him fully and just gave away the 50-metre penalty.
Okay, so he pops it up the edge of the square. Himmelberg's in the ruck, and that's a great mark by Ugle-Hagan. Wow, what a terrific mark was that. Jamarra, and he's right on the edge of the goal line, and we'll have a shot at goal. That was a little bit too easy. You tell me he hasn't got the longest legs in the AFL and the shortest body. Unbelievable. They say he's the next Buddy, and he's got a goal. He's got his first. The margin's cut to 1. We'll give that a Beechwood Homes goal of the day. Real custom home builders. Come on, lads.
Yeah, that one there just dropped short. He was the one that just read it quickly and quicker than anyone else. Looks like he was on Nick Murray and just came in from the side. Just watching the Turf Farm replay there, Taylor Walker, in the end, there was contact made. It was pretty substantial, knocked him off his feet, but he jumped straight back up again, and it's a bit silly, really, from one of your leaders giving away a 50-metre penalty. So what was on the defensive side of the wing, it was now inside 50. Kick didn't make the distance, which once again shows the breeze, and Jamarra Ugle-Hagan read it better than anyone else.